Hello, welcome to ISC 2018. I'm Luc Barra. We are on the Panasonic booth, and we are showing here the new VariCam LT. So it's the same VariCam LT but with a new firmware. The idea is to have a camera with a cinema look, but for multicam shooting situation, like live event, concerts, can be also a TV show or a fashion show. So the idea is now more and more producers or directors or DPs, they want to shoot with a cinema look instead of shooting with a broadcast camera or studio camera. Why is that? Because with a cinema camera, you have a very performant sensor. You have a huge dynamic range, you have a very good color reproduction, you can use cine lens with a very good quality. Now the problem if you shoot with a cinema camera is it's not made for multicam shooting. And you don't have the function you have with a studio camera. So we wanted to do a new firmware to allow to have all the function you need when you're shooting in a multicam situation. It means the return video, the Tolly management, the control from a RCP, a lot of other small things like the fan speed to control the noise. We also have a lot of shooting modes because some people want to record in the camera, some people want to record outside the camera, log, not log, broadcast look, cinema look, so we can do all of this. And we can also do color grading, because if you record log, you still want color grading on the output. And what is very interesting is that if you come from broadcast world, you will use the shading, the pane setting to change the black, the white, the pedestal, the gamma, the white clip, the knee, etc. If you come from the cinema world, you can use LUTs and CDL. And you can use it either from our RCP or from a PC, a MacBook connected to the network with a live grading software. So the idea is to have something very straightforward. There is no protocol adapter, there is no Tolly box, there is no additional cabling, no additional boxes. It's straightforward. You have the RCP, you connect it directly in the camera. You can still have this fiber interface. Here we are showing the Eureka adapter to have fiber interface. Cabrio Fujinon Cabrio Zoom with a remote. But you can also use the camera directly with the RCP connected to the camera. And on the RCP, we can download, we can get the menu from the camera on the RCP. So it's really adapted to this camera. This RCP, we have a range of RCP. We have two models, a big one, a small one. They can control all our cameras, PTZ camera, studio camera, and VariCam. But every time you connect it to the camera, you get the menu from the camera. The nice thing as well is on the camera, we have two separate outputs. One can be always clean. It can go to the switcher and then to go on air. And you have one output where you can do a different grading. You can put all the indicators, all the status of the camera, the recording time, etc. And of course, you can display the menu camera, so two separate signals. You can also, from the RCP, you can control the rec. This is important. Actually, from the RCP, what is important in a live configuration is that you can control everything remotely. You don't have to go if you have 10 cameras or 20 cameras on a big concert hall. You don't want to go to all the cameras before the show to repeat the same thing. You want to do it from the RCP. And especially from the rec, you can control the rec directly from the RCP. Okay, so here we have all the menu from the camera. Pane switch, shutter speed, color setting, frame per second, white, black, noise reduction, exposure index, the ISO, chroma, gamma, black gamma, knee, etc. Now, if I go back to color setting, this is an interesting part. We have different shooting modes. I can shoot Vlog, I can shoot with a scene file, I can have 5 different scene files. Scene file, I can select another gamma curve, and I have a shading mode. So in Vlog mode, I will record in Vlog, but then I can set a grading. So if you come from broadcast world, maybe you want to do shading. Shading means you will use all the buttons from the RCP. The white and black adjustments, the pedestal, and then the knee, the black gamma, etc. Then if you come more from the cinema world, you prefer maybe to do a grading with an external application. It can be Live Grade from Pomfort, it can be the software from Firefly, from Colorfront, from Codex. So you can use it from a MacBook, for example, connected to the network. And you can even have a control panel and do the grading with the 3 balls, you know. And if you don't have this, you can do a grading, internal grading. So it means you can select a LUT. It can be V709, or it can be any LUT you can upload from the SD card. And then you can put CDL on. So CDL, you have the settings here: slope, offset, power, red, green, blue, plus saturation. So CDL is usually what you control on the grading software with the balls. Okay? So with the CDL, you can do color correction. You can also create a look for the camera. So the philosophy is a bit different than shading, but either you come from broadcast world or cinema world, you will have the tool that you are used to use. Then, when you have set the grading, you can apply it to the proxy recording. You can apply it to the SDI output 1, to the SDI output 2. So you have 2 different signals. You can have one SDI out with the grading, one SDI out with the log. You can also apply it to the VF SDI signal. So it's very flexible. You always have one clean signal. It can be 1 or 2. And one signal can be used to monitor the status. You have all the indicators from the camera menu. You can have a different grading. So you have 2 separate outputs. Now you can use a SEN file. You have a set of different gamma curves that gives you either it's a VariCam curve that gives you the maximum of dynamic range, but with the right contrast and the right colors in the 709 color space. Or you can use a video gamma curve that gives you the same look as a studio camera, HD camera, but with a reduced dynamic range, like 7 or 8 stops. Now, if I go directly to the shading mode, the idea of the shading mode is to record log in the camera, but on the picture you record, you want to record all the shading you're doing. I mean, if during the show, if the show is 3 hours and during 3 hours you're correcting the black and the white, everything will be recorded on the log picture. So it will save time in post-production. You don't have to redo it again. If you have 10 cameras with 10 recordings, you don't have to do it again to match the different picture. It will be recorded in live. So you can use this shading mode with a broadcast curve or with a log curve. The idea is more to have a log curve with the shading on the internal recording. And then on every output, so of course, if you select a log curve on the output, you need to put 3D LUT, 709 or LUT from SD card. In this shading mode, you can select a LUT, and then on the output, you will have the BKDN, it means baked in signal. So log plus the LUT, plus of course the shading you've done during the shooting. Basically, you don't need any additional hardware. If you want to have a fiber connection, you need the adapter, but the new feature is the support of the RCP. You don't need the hardware, you need the RCP of course, but you just need a LAN cable between the RCP and the camera. It's not only it's the picture quality, the color reproduction, the color space that is much bigger than 709. The VariCam gamut is even bigger than BT2020. It's also the dynamic range that is very important. On the broadcast camera, you have 7-8 stops of dynamic range. You have to choose between dark light or highlight. Do I want to see more details in dark light or highlight? Here you don't have to choose. You have 15 stops of dynamic range on the camera. You can record everything on a vlog recording, and then on post-production you can choose. And what is interesting is that if you want to record 4K, the problem now is it's difficult to have a 4K switcher and everything in 4K. So usually you have a HD switcher, HD projector, HD screen monitors, but you can record 4K in the camera. If you want to use a studio camera and record 4K, you need maybe 10 4K recorder at the output of a 4K switcher. It's a huge workflow, it's much more expensive, But on the camera, you can have a HD workflow for the live show, but still have a 4K recording with a very high quality, and then work in post-production on the Vlog pictures. Actually, the only limit, I think, is the lens you can put on the camera, because if you want to do sport, depends on the sport, but if you want to shoot with a big zoom, then if you stay with the PL mount or EF mount, it will be a very, very big zoom with a very low aperture. You can also use a broadcast lens with an adapter, but with the lens adapter you will lose 2.5 stops. So by the way, the VariCam is very good for this configuration, because with the 5000 ISO you can very easily compensate the drop of 2.5 stops from the lens adapter. So this camera is perfect if you want to do a Blu-ray production in 4K for live opera, concert, or any big TV show. So now the VariCam LT is a camera that is used a lot on big production like cinema, commercials, or big documentaries. We are adding a new function to this camera. Now the VariCam LT is a perfect camera for live production. With this version 6, this new firmware that is free and available in February, we have all the functions that you need for a multicam shooting in a live situation. And it's a very good alternative to studio camera when you want a different look, when you want the high dynamic range and the cinema look of the cinema camera.